Hi, I'm Bane and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK. Yes, hi there and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK for an unboxing video of this Mondo Bane action figure and of course a look at my full Mondo collection, and it should be quite a fun one. So before we get into that, if you could hit that like button, leave your thoughts on any of these Mondo figures in the comments below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel because we are ever so close to the 2,000 subscriber mark here in 2024. And of course, don't forget to tickle that notification bell when the next action figure video goes up. But we are down at my new review station, which is currently made of some decoupaged Marvel Legends comic books. But we are going DC today, as we are under my stairs, actually, is where we are located, for a look at this Bane figure. But it is so massive, I can barely fit it in the review station. So look at the size of this. So some great artwork there, of course, from Batman the Animated Series. Such a unique art style within the design of the show, and it goes very well on the packaging. I've not had a look inside yet, so we will get this thing open together and have a good look at the Bane figure. But there's the front of the packaging. I'm going to have to put the camera down, flip around, because I can't even reach the thing to turn it round. And we've got to take a seriously long pan out to try and get that in the shot. So there is the side of the box. You can see Mondo 1/6 scale figure and of course the Bane logo. Luckily the other side of the box is the same, so we'll just take a look at the back. And again, you can see the Batman the Animated Series logo there and mondoshop.com. So this is the deluxe version I managed to get directly from Mondo when it went for pre-order about 4 or 5 months ago. And that's, well, we're going to have to do a bit of what we like to do on the channel here, what we call flip open the flap. Right, I don't know how we're going to quite do this, because this is my hand at full stretch, and the box is so far away to get it in the camera shot. I'm going to have to sort of lean in. So here we go, let's hashtag flip open the flap, undo the Velcro, there we go. And inside you will see the Bane figure. We will take a look in a minute without the reflection, but he does look a beefy boy. And there on the side you can see the inner artwork then of Bane trying to break Batman's back, but just done in the animated show styling. So far, yeah, this looks pretty good, and I'm assuming his roided out torso is at the back. So let's get inside this one. Here we are then. We have done man versus packaging, and we have the deluxe Bane. Well, out of the box at least, but still in the plastic. So you can see the Bane figure there with the 2 alternate heads. You've got yourself some alternate hands as well. A bent batarang by the looks of it there. You've got the unmasked head down there, so for a bonus head, I believe, for the deluxe edition. And you've got the crazy, absolutely weird, roided out torso with the eyes bulging out the head. So I'll remove this plastic and we'll take a better look. So here we have Bane when he's been defeated by Batman. So one of the deluxe head sculpts is the unmasked head sculpt there. And you have the luchador mask itself, which is just a flat piece there. So he can hold it in his hand as he's been unmasked and defeated. But the main thing in the deluxe edition box is this roided out torso. My goodness me. Look at that. This thing weighs an absolute ton. So it is a solid piece. It does have some articulation points and ball joints at the wrists. You can see in the sculpt there, the Batarang has been jammed into his sort of a venom disperser, if you will. So he's gone into full overload, and he's got full-on roid rage going. Because look at his muscles, and he's got so excited, his eyeballs have popped out of his head. So this thing, as I say, weighs an absolute ton. My God, it's just dropped the head there. The size of this thing, it is really, really heavy. So not sure how particularly well that would actually go on the body itself. You do have the stand that comes with Bane. It is the super-sized version of the Mondo stand, but that is what you get with the deluxe edition. I probably won't display him with it on, but it is absolutely nuts to have. Oh, it's man versus plastic tray. Oh goodness, it is sellotape, but it is stuck. It doesn't want to come out. Can I do it with one hand? I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to admit defeat and do this off camera. Whew, I've got my exercise in today, so we'll just quickly go through the spare hands. So you get a set of fisted hands, a pair of really wide open grips, and then a pair of sort of C-grip hands there as well. Oh dear, as I said, I think I've been to the gym and talk in the gym, because there's a set of weights then. So Bane does come with a 1/6 scale version of his weights to lift. Oh, very heavy. There they are. They're quite lightweight, but again, quite well sculpted there. And then you've got yourself the alternate head. So we've got the screaming, angry face, and we've got the mouth open face. Not quite sure how to describe that one. You will see circular eyes and triangular eyes there. So going on his different states of evil, I'm assuming. Some cell shading on the back there, having the blue lines, and you do get this little batarang, which is sort of a bent batarang accessory from where he's squeezed the absolute crap out of it. So he is on his stand, and we will do a sexy pan up, so you can see his little Batman the Animated Series style legs. Bruce Timm always had those absolutely skinny legs. It does make things hard to stand up, so I have got him on his stand there. And as we come right to the top, you can see his upper torso and his regular sort of face there. And overall, he looks pretty good. If I pan back a bit there, that is Bane, and there's his roided out counterpart round the corner. If we give him a bit of a spin then, so you can see the side of the figure there. So we have the clean arm and the gauntleted arm on the other side. And if I come right round the back, you will see you can detach the cable from the back, so you can swap the alternate heads on if you need to, and you do have the holes I should show there in the back to actually do that. So not a lot of detail on the back, quite plain on the back there is old Bane. If I come side profile on this side, you again see the side profile of the figure. This truly is absolutely heavy as anything, so he really is a big boy and very hard to get in the frame. So first thing I would say is I'm not doing a full review here, just sort of an overview of the figure, but articulation is very stiff. He's definitely going to need heating up if you're going to want to articulate him. But overall, sculpt-wise, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And looking at the size of the tiny little ball joint there at the waist to clip that in, I think you're definitely going to need some heat if you do want to interchange these torso pieces. But that is Bane in just a very basic pose. As I say, hopefully there'll be other reviews out there for full articulation, but not my strongest suit, because here I say we're just going to get this bad boy into the collection, and that'll be the main focus of this video. A quick look at Bane, but with the rest of his Batman the Animated Series colleagues. Here we are then, the main event of the video. We're down in the living room, and here it is. The glass plan for the first time revealed on the channel. So many months have I been busy trying to revolutionise the way we do displaying here in the living room area with the Mondo and the Hot Toys, because we've gone out and bought 10 of these IKEA Baladin units, I think that's how you pronounce it, to put the Mondos and the Hot Toys in. So if I give you a quick pan down of where we are then for the Mondo section. So we've got 3 glass units in place. We've got colour coding going on. So the blue, the empty section, is for Spider-Man the Animated Series, and we've just pre-ordered the first Spider-Man figure for that collection from Mondo. The red for Batman the Animated Series, and the yellow for the X-Men stuff. So the only thing, I've got some fancy lights in here, but they do tend to flicker. So in person it does come across really bright and quite nice, but on camera it can be quite hard to capture. So there is the units. Bane is in, so we're going to try and go cube by cube and take a closer look. Right, we get the door open and we go into Bane, and of course in the most boring pose you could think of for an action figure collector, straight up and down, straight out the box, with his weight and the broken batarang. So he is in there, he nearly fills up the whole cube, he is absolutely massive, but there's still room in there for a couple more. I think I can get at least 3, maybe 4 at a push in each one of these cubes. So there is Bane then. Eventually I'll get him posed and I'll be brave enough to heat him up and switch out that torso piece so I can have the alternate looks. But for now, yeah, I'm quite happy with this Mondo Bane for my almost statue-like collection. He's going to go very well. Talking statues, there's the future of action figure, people. McFarlane's posed action figures. But there's Bane. We'll take a move on to one of the cubes below. And you've got to have this pair together, don't you? So it's the Joker and Harley Quinn then together. I got Harley Quinn quite recently, actually, when Mondo had that crazy in-stock warehouse find sale. So I managed to get the deluxe version that does come with the hyenas and all the other accessories within there as well. So rather than repeating the poster like 4 times, I thought I'd just go for like a simple red and black background, because those are the colours that remind me of the animated series. So there's Joker from Mondo and Harley Quinn. There's a sneak peek at the Hot Toys, but that will be another video. And there is Batman himself, and of course Andrea Beaumont, or the Phantasm. There is a full review actually of the Phantasm on the channel if you go back about 6 months or so, when the Mondos were actually upstairs. So lots of manoeuvres had happened, as they always seem to do within my collection. The Mondos are now downstairs. The Detolfs weren't cutting it for these, so we've got these Paladins in. So do let me know in the comments what you think of the display and think of the display cases. Any ideas at all are always welcome, so let me know in the comment section below. But there is Batman and the Phantasm in their cube. And down the bottom then, the fourth cube for this section is the massive Man-Bat. You thought Bane was big. Well, Man-Bat is bigger. Unfortunately, I didn't get the SDCC version with the extended wings, but I'd had to go on top of the cabinet. But at least the folded wings version does fit in the collection. And there is Lena Card, Catwoman as well. So that is it for all my Batman figures. Or is it? No, it's not. There is one more to come in the extension session, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Well, there's the Spider-Man section of the collection so far, and as you can see, nothing's arrived yet, so it's completely empty, but 4 cubes ready to go. And yellow was the colour that reminded me of the 1992 X-Men, the animated series, so that's what we've gone for with this part of the collection then. So there is Wolverine, Jubilee, and of course Sabretooth. Again, Sabretooth, another massive figure, pretty much the same size, I think, Bane and Sabretooth. He's just got the mane that makes him a bit taller, but two very, very bulky looking figures. But Mondo sculpts are always top drawer when it comes to sculpting, so they look really nice together. Now here is a man that deserves a whole cube to himself. Well, at least at the moment, until more X-Men figures arrive. I think Cyclops is the only one left on pre-order currently, so hopefully more to come. We need a beast, don't we? Let's get a beast in the Mondo line. But there is Magneto again. Actual magnetic effects that I think is really cool. So he is rocking his own cube. Could she be the action figure of the year? Well, she might be. You have to stay tuned. Some of the top 10s coming probably, of course, the month of December and January. But there is Rogue and the Sentinel head. The Sentinel head is a fantastic accessory. Probably the best deluxe accessory I think they've ever done. And that's why Rogue sold out so fast when she was up for order. And there is Gambit, of course. You'll compliment my posing on Gambit completely. No, not touched at all. Look at me. Posing, not my forte. Straight up and down. Keep her nice and stiff, just like the Hot Toys. I try not to pose those, so the Mondos are mimicking the Hot Toys. But Rogue does look really, really good indeed. And the Gambit, not too shabby at all. And I really like that accessory. So there it's Gambit and Rogue. And as I'm back on my feet and we reach the top shelf, there is Omega Red. So Omega Red, again, rocking his own cube, but at least a bit of room in there for hopefully some expansion to come. I think the cell shading does look really good on the Omega Red. I think he's one of the best when it comes to cell shading from the Mondo line. Really good details on him. So I didn't think 4 cubes per brand would be enough. I thought 5 would do it. So around the corner in the extension area, we've got 1 more per brand. So there is Wolverine representing X-Men. And this time I've actually used the poster. So I've got 1 of each poster representing the animated series. So that's the San Diego Comic-Con version of Wolverine there in his sort of just Logan form with his cool little coat on and his checkered shirt. So Wolverine's in for X-Men. Spider-Man is currently just represented by a poster, because again, we haven't got any figures, but Venom is in that poster and he'll be in that cube, hopefully, by the end of the year. And then the final one for Batman the Animated Series is Mr. Freeze over there with the traditional animated series poster. Did manage to get the deluxe off eBay. Probably paid a bit too much for that figure, but he was the one I was missing when I was trying to be a bit of a completionist when it comes to the Mondo line. So that is Mr. Freeze and Batman the Animated Series. And we will finish the video where we started then with the Mondo Animated Bane, the newest figure in the collection. I put it in there, but this time with the roided out torso and all the accessories minus the hands you actually get for a bit of scaling purposes there. What a great offering from Mondo. Hopefully much more to come. But I hope you liked the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and I will see you next time.